What is up, everybody? This is Voth, and welcome back to episode 7 of The March of Crimes. I crack myself up with that name. I hope everybody else finds it as clever as I do. Alright, during the intern, I was kind of worried because the Romans came up in force from Calendum. There was 3 armies that came up, and then this army that came around here. And they actually repelled the Picts who had sacked Lindum. And afterwards, they all together just retreated. One stack came here, one stack did stay there. The other went all the way through over here, heading back to like the Belgium-y area. And then one stack came down in this and is presumably in this fog of war. So I'm glad that I didn't push down into Lindum because apparently there was a lot of Romans in the fog of war that was there. Since then, I've picked up, the information on these various places so that I can see what's going on. So it sort of just happens arbitrarily. You'll learn information on areas based off, either the movements of your friends or if you're close enough, you'll pick up a spy in a town. It's very random. But I could see through all their fog of war down here, and I know that they've all pulled out of the British Isles. Now, why did they pull out of the British Isles? Thanks to my alliance network over here, I can see everything that's going on. So let's look at the problems that have gone down for the Western Romans. First off, we have our friends, the Langobards. They've come over and sacked Colonia Agrippa. They're right here threatening Augusta Trevorium, and they have captured Argentoratum, however you say that. Then we have the Alamans have come across to also threatening in Colonia Agrippa, and they are sieging Augusta Trevororum right here. So the Western Romans have a lot of problems on their hands. And then down here, the Macromans, we have the Gepids, here we have the Cadians, the Roxolanians. They just have a lot of trouble on this front. So suddenly I became less of a threat to them. I, for the longest time, was one of the only people that they were at war with, and now that I've drawn in all these other people, it's going to get a lot easier for me on this side. So with that, I'm just going to expand my territory right here a little bit. I'm going to attack the Britannians and push their fleet off so that I can more easily attack Saguntium. They have, looks like they never repaired for some reason. I don't know. I'm going to occupy them. I'm just going to occupy because the amount of money that I would get from sacking and looting is nominal, and I don't want additional public order problems if I don't absolutely have to have them. Looks like their High King was sitting down here for some reason. Now I'm going to push down into Eboracum. From Eboracum into Lindum, because this fleet is not going to be able to threaten Eboracum because it would have to come ashore, and then that would use all its movement. So I'm free to come down here to Lindum. I'm just going to auto-calc this battle because, as you can see, their stacks are all half stacks, so it's not really worth my time to come in here and micro it out. Yeah, they only lost 43. I wouldn't have done it better enough than that to, justify it. Also occupying here once again to try and keep the provincial instability to a minimum. I'm going to leave my army in Lindum and one in Saguntium while this sort of provincial instability pans out so that if I do have a rebellion, they can't capture me in one turn. I'm going to get Fleet Commander, not because I anticipate this guy ever leading a fleet. It's so that next turn I can get Bandit and Plunder. And Plunder with plus 20% to looting income On top of my 75% bonus for my factional traits, it's going to be phenomenal. Let me repair everything. Whoop, not that. You're not getting repaired. We don't want any of that Latin Christian up in here. Alright, gonna destroy this, repair this. Alright, I own all of Britannia Inferior. It has a lead resource, which should be right here. Wait, is this Linden? No, Saguntium has the lead resource. So that's going to give me +5 bonus to industry wealth. So I might as well add in a few more industrial places. Artisan and an artisan. Actually, I could build the granary here. I don't really have food problems, but I'm going to need have no. I'm going to build an artisan, and then I'm going to build the well here where the church was, and that should help me with my whatever it's called, sanitation. Alright, that's it for Britannia Inferior. This place. Next turn, my Chieftain's Hall is going to be done. That's going to give me +7 public order and help me, balancing out Caledonia at Hibernea. Should probably recruit a few more units with this guy. Medium. Going to go with my medium infantry, the Celtic Warband. Alright, I think that's it for the British Isles. Let me come down here. It's autumn of 399. That means I've got 2 more turns until chapter 2 is over. So I'm just going to hold tight in Alasipo. They don't appear to be threatening me from any of these directions, so I'm not going to recruit anything, just going to hang on to it. Let me handle my family real fast. This guy can become a companion finally. My son's going to go for his 2nd term of companionship since I can't make him an elder yet. Very pleased with my king having 194 influence. That keeps my dominion high, so I don't have to worry about that. Balance of power is good. Everything's good. I'm going to do a real quick dip into the diplomacy. Had a slight oversight there. Somehow I've never established trade with the Picts. They'll probably pay me 900. Still high at 900. 12. Alright, got 1200. I wish it was 12,000, but 1200 out of them, that's good enough. Let's see if I could upgrade the Visigoths to a military alliance. Success, that's good. Swabians.
Sit, friend, and let us talk, and let us have good wine until we can talk.
I still don't want to join the war against the Romans. That could be really good for me if they would start fighting. Hispanians. Let's talk to them real fast.
Welcome, my friend. I will give ear to you and give tongue to the people's word.
Alright, they are going to help me in the war against the Western Romans. So that's going to take a little bit of heat off of me down here in Lusitania, make it a little bit easier for me to expand in the future. Give them military access, they have a high chance of it. Now keep in mind, these guys rebelled against me and we were at war for a while. Now I've made peace and am going to work on some sort of military or defensive alliance, see which one I can get with them. I just made 1,000 off of them selling. Wow, have a high % chance of defensive alliance. 300, that's doable. Military, low probability. It's fine. Alright, so these guys who were at war with me and hated me are now very much in the positive with me, going up from 52 to 218 positive next turn. So I consider that a success. That's all I'm going to do for this turn. So I'm going to end it. This is the provincial governor in Lusitania, which I'm not prepared to assign one yet. So there we go. That's turn. All right. During the end turn, the drowned fleet. That's an ominous name. They went and drowned at Abalana. That was fun. But now their High King entered the water and is presumably heading towards Abalana. which I don't really want to lose Ablana. But all I have is 10 boats here, and I don't want to lose any of those boats because next turn is the end of the chapter. I think, alright, this guy can reach Ablana. That should make Ablana a hard enough target for them that they won't try to take it. I hope. This fleet is going to stay at Saguntium. I'm going to pull out of Lindum back to Saguntium as well. If I lose Lindum, it's so minor. I just want to kill the British. No offense to any British people. Also, their High King, they have some pretty ominous fleets moving up from the Fog of War down here, and they're threatening the Franks over here at Flavum. So this is a pretty interesting unfolding of forces. I would really like to be able to attack them. Let's see, I'm going to move my fleet over to Ablana. That should seal the deal. They're not going to attack me in Ablana. They're not going to attack me in Saguntium. If I could get them on land, I'd be very happy because I know I could slaughter them on the land. It's just in the water. I hate fighting in the water. Let me see. Well, gonna go ahead and build up. No, maybe not that. I need public order. Gonna build a town center. Also, I'd like to get where I could at least build some spies or something, because I have no agents thus far, and I would really like some agents. I think that's everything I need there. Down here, no one's threatening Alessippo. I don't believe I need anything done with my family this turn. Military, let's see. Civil 1's going to give me a bonus to +1 public order everywhere, so I'm just going to work towards that and pick up these 2 techs over the next 6 turns. Next turn is going to be Chapter 2. We've already did this. No. Yeah. Nothing of import there. Alright, I'm not going to handle any diplomacy this turn, so that will be turn. Lusitania. Alright, Attila has been born. We have the rebellion here in Britannia Inferior, the birth of Attila. Chapter 1 preparations. I completed 5 of 5 objectives, which gave me a hefty sum of gold that went into my treasury. Happy about that. Mission issued. The Chapter 2 goals, which we'll have a look at. Religious request. What am I supposed to do here? Objective. Spread your religion to the majority of this province. Okay. Arboretum. What's my religious percentage? 34% and going down. Greco-Roman paganism is increasing. Arian Christian is increasing. And Manichaeism is increasing. Manichaeism, whatever it is. I'm going to go ahead and build that wood carver here. Bone carver here. With all this money that I got from the chapter goals. This is going to cause a little bit of squalor, but as soon as I finish the tier 1 well, I'll upgrade it to tier 2, and then that'll help spread it around and help keep the sanitation somewhat in check. Alright, so this army didn't really have much choice in what they got to do here. They're stuck between 2 places that they can't take. They're bleeding money. They're suffering from attrition. I'm just going to let them suffer there for a little while. Going to recruit 2 spear units and a sword to sort of round out my army. The spear units to help counter any horses. Just in case this guy does get the bright idea to go over there for some reason. I want to be able to properly counter any horses he may have. So yeah, he's got at least 1 horse unit I know of. This guy... I need to go defend Lindum. So we're going to head over there. We're going to bring this boat in to station at Saguntium. We're not in dire need of these boats surviving any longer, so I don't really mind if they fight this guy. Whether they win or lose, it shouldn't be a big deal. I am going to go ahead and recruit another army. Fearless Warrior, Steadfast Defender, Taskmaster. They're all going to cost me 425, so I'm going to go with the Defender since, after all, the idea is that this guy is going to be Glory of Epona. This guy is going to be a garrison army, so if he gets into a fight, it's likely going to be in defense. Gonna recruit 3 Axe Warriors because I have no other options. He's there to help me counter this rebellion once it gets up. Normally I would go and fight the rebellion and just put it out immediately, but now I've got a full stack of Romans threatening me here in Lindum, so I'm trying to counter them accordingly. Let's see what they have. Okay, a whole lot of normal heavy spears. I doubt that they have a catapult or an onager, but it's possible, so we'll see how that unfolds. Alright, down here, this place is pretty much free now to do whatever I want. I think I'm going to leave this unit here. Going to demolish those fields and see if I can build something here that I can actually, let me look at that. I have 96 in my treasury, 695 income. I won't be able to build anything next turn, so since this thing makes me a little bit of income, I'm just going to leave it there. I'll worry about Lusitania later. I think it's time to see what the intern brings. So let's go do this. Okay, we're back on the next turn. Nothing great happened. Well constructed, so on and so forth. Now, I'd like to take out this fleet that's being a problem down here. So I'm going to try and position, let's see, this guy's a defensive army. Public order, local province. There, that won't hurt. He can still at least assist with public order. I'm going to move him into position here. Hopefully I'll be able to pincer this fleet and they won't be able to get away. But they got away. Just going to come down here, surround them, and hopefully kill them. I'm going to be aggressive. Alright, looks like I won. I really hate water battles. So as long as the balance is positive, I'll generally auto-calc it. Faction destroyed the Ebdanians. They're no longer an issue. So I'm going to go back to Ablana and garrison it. The fleet, which I no longer really need. They're just going to come up here and make sure that Saguntium is too hard of a target for this guy over here. Gonna get the boat thing. And I like to build up my fleets so I can get seafaring traditions. Once again, upkeep. Reduction is always one of the first things I go for. Just a personal preference. Alright, I'm losing income, so I need to take care of some things. Now this is annoying. I have the Geats raiding against me. Let me go check the way I view the Geats. Alright, I'm in a military alliance with the Geats, so I don't really want to attack them. At least not currently. Especially considering I have a problem to deal with the Romans being there. These guys still aren't interested in trading. So I have this big army right here. Big Roman army. I can reach them. Also really need to worry about this this group over here. God, all I have is axe guys. No, I can't afford them. Oh yeah, probably shouldn't recruit anything because I'm in negative income, and I don't have that huge buffer zone of treasury that I had previously because I've been spending it quite quickly. See, this place, Colin Dunham, has already been raided or sacked, so. Alright, I think this is all I'm going to do for this turn. Let me go check these guys. Still safe in Awasipo, not really interested in expanding too quickly down there because I've got my hands full up here. I could go sack this place. Ooh, it's fully repaired and has 4 buildings. I'd get a hefty sum of money off of that. I wonder if I'd be able to kill this guy and get over there to sack it. I think I have to cross the river here. It's generally my approach to deal with problems up front. So I think I'm just going to go attack them. Oh, they've got reinforcements. It's in their favor. So let's go see how this goes. Right, here we are. First one's fog, so I'm going to wait. Dry, starting deployment. Dry is definitely one of the best options when you want to burn stuff. I'm going to set him here because it's a good high position. Set my spears up as a screen. And everything else is just going to be kind of plopped behind them until it's actually time to worry about the various units. And what's left? My axes and my high king. Alright, let's start the battle. First thing I want to do is take these guys off auto fire. I do not want them wasting ammo unnecessarily. I'm going to go into insert and try to burn this tower down. Now I'm aiming at the wall primarily because, as you can see, the wall is now on fire. The beautiful thing about hitting the wall is it will spread the fire to the tower faster than you can destroy the tower by actually hitting it. Which is weird, but it works. Alright, I got flaming on this wall. So notice that tower over there is already burning down, and I only hit the wall one time. Now let's see if I can hit this wall. Come on. Bam. Alright. 3 shots, 3 walls hit, 3 towers will be down. Let's let those towers burn down, then we'll advance our onager and begin shooting at the other towers. Once all their towers are down, I won't have to worry about that, and it'll help me a lot. As you can see, just by getting that one tower down, the balance of power has gone a little bit more into my favor. 42%. Maybe the fire doesn't want to spread here. That tower's done though. Let's check. 42%. Alright. Gonna give this guy another volley. Looks like I'm gonna hit the burning wall. Let's see if that spread any fire to it. 42%. Okay. Gonna have to hit this tower directly, it looks like. Unless I can hit this wall right there. Their army is milling about. Okay, looks like that tower's on fire. So let me get out of insert while I evaluate their army. Tower's down. And it looks like they might be advancing. So let me bring my... I'll tell you what, let them come to me because I've got the hill advantage here. You guys are going to come around here. I don't want to shoot into my backs. Put these guys on fire. You guys shoot into this blob. Quickly fire into this blob. Release dogs on these horses. Release these dogs onto these horses. And put these dogs on these archers. Put these guys on an intercept course. Gonna bring my swords forward so that I can enter spear wall. Alrighty, you guys go support the dogs. Nope, they're just gonna retreat from the dogs. You guys hit in this area. It's going quite well. Gonna have these guys enter shield wall. Have these guys swing out this way. Whoa, not all that stuff. These guys swing out this way. Gonna bring my 2 axes around. Pull my king back just a little bit. I don't want to take any unnecessary shots. Alright, gonna hit these horses. You guys come around this way. This is going quite well. Let's try to hit these pikes. You guys run them off the field. You guys swing around here. You guys quit doing whatever it is you're doing. Get over there. You guys come around. Oh, I'm firing into my own line, but dang, I'm doing a lot of damage to them. They're just so grouped up here. It's ridiculous. We will kill them all. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and bring them up because this is going really, really, really well. You guys come in here. Let's just go ahead and start moving in the dog spears. Gonna throw some spears into the backs of these guys. Get them routing. Alright, you're just running way too far. Let's sort of go this way. You guys, flaming arrows on the guys who are shattering or breaking so we can shatter them. You come this way, you come this way. Let's get this going. Let's just put you on the High King back there so we don't do any more friendly fire. Let's get in there. When you guys are going on whistling arrow, and I'm just going to fire into this blob right here and try to get as many of those guys to shatter as possible. This is the biggest use to arrows, is just shattering people. Alright, let's kill off these guys. Come on, shatter them. This is going to be a mass rout here in a minute, I think. That's going to hurt their feelings. Just going to let my dogs run them off the map, I hope. I hope they do anyways. Okay, I don't want these guys to regain their composure. I'm going to put you on this guy. Get over there and support that fight. Go and get over there. Alright. Onager, hit those guys in the distance. Alrighty. The enemy lost their advantage. What are you talking about? Alrighty. The enemy general's dead. I'm just going to try and recover my lines here. So I can have a nice solid attack for the last of their stuff. Just going to let that dog keep chasing him. I might lose him, but it's not a big deal. Alright, this battle has gone really well, all things considered. Alright, their king is completely dead now. Not sure where those guys are going. Oh, don't want to pull the dogs off these guys because they're about to rout them, it looks like, possibly. Fire arrows are going into their own team. Look at that. They're not hitting my... They fire arrowed their team away. Alright, just going to pull this guy back. I don't want him to die if I don't have to let him die. These guys are wavering as they come through the mid, and they're probably just going to shatter. Okay, you dogs, what are you doing? Yep, that's it. They've all shattered. So I took the camp relatively easily. I think that was a good battle. Decisive victory. GG. Alright, here we are at the post-battle. I've got one unit in the red, and I absolutely slaughtered their entire army. Those guys all broke before they even met me on the field. And they've got one unit that survived. Flavius Delicio deceased. Oh, it's that guy. It's so cute. Look at that. Oh, beautiful. Well, I mean, since I'm already at Londinium. Oh, but I really, really need to worry about this guy. As enticing as crushing Londinium is, I'm going to pull back so that I can deal with this. Left unchecked, that's going to become a huge problem. In fact, I'm going to recruit one more axe. Man, that's going to put me negative. I can't recruit an axe. Definitely got to take care of them so that I need to get these raiders out of my land too. But for now, I think that's turn. That was a pretty exciting turn. I got to kick the crap out of their High King with my High King. It's always fun, Clash of the Kings there. But that is turn. It's the guy down in Spain who I'm still not worried about.